I'm Currie, Chief Instructor of the NSCA. One of the biggest challenges we have as instructors is making sure we've got a student that has a gun that fits before we start our lesson. We've already talked about drop at comb as being a challenge with some students in terms of gun fit. Another one is length of pull. If we have a gun that is too long for the student, we're going to get off to a rough start with the lesson. If a gun's too long, there's not a whole lot we can do to shorten it other than find a gun with a shorter length of pull. If we have a gun that's too short, that's a pretty easy fix. One of the things we can use is basically a butt pad extender. This one's a Boit, but Galco also makes them, although they're a little more expensive. And all you do is just slip it on, and that'll extend the length of pull for you. And by doing that, now you've set yourself up with a very nice length of pull to fit the student. Now, what should we be looking for in terms of the right fit? Well, a good rule of thumb is that there's about 2 fingers between the student's nose and the knuckle of the backhand, okay? So 2 fingers between the tip of the nose and the knuckle of the backhand when the student is mounted properly. Now, that's a big if, okay? Because the student's got to be mounted properly. A gun can look like it doesn't fit if the student has an incorrect mount. Let me give you a couple of examples. So if I'm leaning back, this can look like I've got a gun that's way too long, but the reality is the gun fits perfectly. It's just that the student isn't mounted correctly. Another one can be like this, okay? This looks like I've got a gun that's too short, but in reality, the stance is the problem, not the fit. So make sure your student has a good stance, nose over toes, the balls of the shoulder joints over the balls of the feet, buckle back, head forward, and then you can evaluate their fit. Again, looking for about 2 fingers. Another thing you can do with these comb extenders is you can go to one of many vendors and have them cut some inserts for you. So if this isn't quite long enough, you've got a 6'4" guy, and you need a little more length on the gun that even the comb extender or the butt extender won't give you. Go ahead and have some inserts made. Stick it in there, nice and snug. This has a Velcro closure. And now I've extended the length of pull in this case by another 3/8 of an inch. That's all for this version. See some other tips on gun fitting and instructor tips on the website.